Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to play a rapid game on camera on chess.com, and it is a rated rapid game. If you're new to my channel, I'm not a titled player or a chess coach. I'm just a random person trying to get better at chess. And one of the ways that I gauge how much better I've gotten is my rapid rating, which has been climbing slowly recently. After I dropped out of the 1300s, I'm climbing closer to it. But I am going to play one now. I usually procrastinate on these just because it's a little bit devastating to get destroyed or make an embarrassing blunder on camera. But I need to do it, and I think this is more interesting to you and maybe for me than for me to play those games in private and then just analyze them on camera. So anyway, I'm going to take a deep breath and click the play button. Okay, I got the white pieces. I'm going to play e4. And as always, we don't know what we're going to get from our opponent. We got that. All right, I think in that case, I can just go ahead and play f4. If they take that, I'll take this way. And if they take that, I will put this knight out here, preparing d4. Oh, they did take that. Okay. And now I can play d4, which looks like they're going to shoot some pawns forward there. I can't take that yet because of their queen. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. Okay. Wow, this one is shooting all the pawns forward then. Okay, let's push this forward. See what's coming. I think I can defend that with a bishop move, can I not? And prepare to castle? It might just be the way that the computer makes these moves, but it makes it look sometimes like the opponent is playing with an extreme degree of confidence. But it might just be that the computer, the server, shoots the move out there once my opponent has decided on it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, they're planning on castling, but they've given up defense of that pawn. Is that what I should take from this? I hope so, because I'm taking it. Now, of course, they can take here if they would like. They did, and I'll take back. And then what's going to happen? I can bring this knight back, and I probably should. Or should I bring it here and attack that pawn immediately? Oh, you know what? I can just take that pawn too. Okay, so I gave up a pawn in that gambit, but I've gotten it back now. Should I take? Or should I push forward? That would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's push forward. Attack their queen. See where it goes? And then maybe I can fork right here. Because right now my knight's guarding the pawn, but once the queen moves out of the danger, then the pawn will be guarding the knight. That's a good partnership. They're helping each other. Oh, they're lining up with my king. Should I be worried? I'm going to attack their rooks and see what they do. They might do something really dangerous to me. Hopefully they will not. They've moved that rook coming after this pawn, which is defended right now. I'm going to take the other rook, and then I will be up in exchange. Okay, they did that. Now what should I do? I assume they're going to bring another attacker to bear on this pawn, thinking maybe I should drop this back so I have something aiming at that pawn in case it moves forward, but I don't know. I should also get my other rook into the game, like so, and maybe I can bring my queen over there to help out with that attack. In case you're wondering, I do edit out long pauses or gaps, so that's why you might see the clocks jump occasionally. If my opponent's not moving for a while and I can't think of anything to say, I'm just quiet, and then I remove that during the editing process. Okay, my opponent has moved their knight out to, I guess, blockade this pawn, so that was probably a good idea. I think I might go ahead with this plan, but then they're just going to move the pawn forward. But if they move the pawn forward, I can get the king around that way, the queen around that way maybe. Nah, that probably isn't any good. Also, this knight's defending this pawn. What can I do about that? I'm going to redirect this bishop and aim at that pawn, I think, is what I'm going to do. And my opponent was free to take a lot of time on that last move because they have and still have a slight time advantage. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted them to do because I wanted to attack that knight. Oh, it moved. All right, now it's attacking my bishop. Whatever shall I do? I could defend the bishop by moving the queen over one. Oh, but then that undefends that pawn. I can take this pawn, but then they get my bishop. So should I just move the bishop? Not there because of their queen. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Or should I defend the bishop with a pawn? That's probably not good. If I move here, they're just going to push the pawn up, aren't they? Okay. Well, I don't want to lose the bishop, so now they can push this pawn again. Oh, but if they do it again, I can take it because of my rook. But now that knight's not down there on e7 anymore, I can maybe think about this plan some more. Okay. I wanted to put my bishop here, but look at all the knights they have pointed at that square. So I don't think that's good. I'm going to go ahead with this plan right here and see what they do, because I'm threatening bad stuff here. Their king can't escape there because of this pawn, but that pawn's not protected anymore. I just realized since I moved my queen, but I'm pretty sure, oh, they did that instead. Okay. Well, then I'm going to take this with check, protected by the rook. They moved out of check, and My bishop is protecting this square. Oh, well, that was that was checkmate. I didn't know that was going to be checkmate. I just thought I was getting another pawn, but it is checkmate. Of course it's checkmate because my queen covers all those squares. Oh, wow. 22 moves. Okay. I don't know if I should feel good about that or not. I felt like it broke apart early, the way that the opening went, and it felt like my opponent was making really good responses until I was able to get my knight in there. But I don't know, because I know that often what it feels like and what actually happened are two different things. According to the graph, I never should have been worried during the opening, and then my opponent made a blunder there and never had a chance again. Okay. But I did have two misses, which means I missed an opportunity. It looks like one is there. I don't know where the other one is. Sometimes only one of them is listed in this list. 12 was a miss. Yep, they only listed one of the misses in this list. Come on, chess.com. You can fix that. My opponent had a miss, and it's not in their list at all, because that's the entire move list right there. I had two misses but no mistakes or blunders. But only one of my misses was listed in the list, and their miss wasn't listed at all. Okay, all right, I'm getting back close. I'm at 1279 now. I'm getting close to my goal, my short-term goal of 1300. Of course, my longer-term goal, 1400. I don't know why we shouldn't just take a look through this. That's cropped okay. Changes shape slightly down at the bottom. Okay. We did this. Was that okay? It was excellent. All right. And taking was one of their moves. Putting the knight out was mine. Okay, that was inaccurate, but it didn't give me that much of an advantage. And Stockfish thinks it would have been better to take this way. I did not know that. I thought it was almost always better to take toward the center. And of course, once I have a pawn there on c3, that would support my next pawn on d4. It would be defending it in case I have to move the knight and the queen can't defend it anymore. So it'd be like a third layer of protection for this pawn. But if I do that, then what? Then now I've lost a center pawn. So yeah, I had no idea that the D1 was my best. And I probably won't remember that unless I can be told a reason why. If one of you knows a reason why the D pawn would be better here. Oh, is it because it immediately attacks this pawn? Maybe that's what it is, because it immediately attacks their F pawn. If that's it, let me know. So I took that way and we're about even. G5, that was I thought that was their best move, because now I can't take their F pawn when I move my D pawn. My best move was bishop to C4. No, it's still thinking about it. Sorry, I didn't realize it wasn't done yet. My best move is H4, but very close to that is D4, which the game review said was inaccurate. Well, it's not inaccurate if it's just as good as the best move. Pretty sure that's how math works. Last time I had arithmetic, it was in one of the states that doesn't teach it very well. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that if the second best move is almost as good as the first move, the best move, then it's not inaccurate. Okay, now their next move was a mistake, and I should have taken it. Nope. I said I should have taken it just for a second, but now it's changed its mind. Now it says queen to e2 is my best move. Whoop, nope, it's changed its mind again. Stockfish is having trouble. Is it taking or is it queen to e2? It has settled on taking. I think I pushed past. Okay, that's the other miss that didn't show up in the list. There's a little square with an X through it, which I think is the symbol for miss that they use in this move list. Why should I have taken it? Why should I have given up one of my center pawns when I can take more space with it? And it says if I had taken it, they would have taken back immediately. And then I could have played c4, because their queen would be there and my bishop would be protecting the pawn. And then they would have run way over there and it would have been check. And I would have blocked with my queen and they would have taken my queen. I don't know about all that. I think if I took it, they probably would have taken with their queen. But I don't know that I would have played c4 then. And if I had, I think they might have gone back like in the Scandinavian rather than coming over here and checking. But they might have, I don't know. And I probably would have blocked with the bishop instead of my queen. That didn't happen, so it doesn't matter. I pushed past, which was a miss. And the miss symbols yet, they haven't, I guess, figured out how to show the miss symbol on the board. Oh, I just figured out how to make the miss symbol show up on the board because there's a list of those symbols there. So I have a question. If you are one of the people that writes the code for chess websites like this one, which I won't mention its name because we don't want to hurt their feelings, but if I can figure out how to put an X there whenever I want to, in fact, I'm pretty sure I can put an X anywhere on the board with this symbol here. Yeah, I can put an X over there too. So if I can do that, why can't they make this X from the miss symbol show up on the board the same way they do with inaccuracies and blunders? I don't know. I have no idea why they can't do it. What I don't know how to do is get rid of them. I don't know how to get rid of them. Oh, clear all. There we go. All right, that's why I'm not the person who writes code for websites. Well, that was fun. Now, it was my opponent's turn. They should have played bishop to g4. Okay. No, they did play bishop to g4. What they should have done was put the pawn there. Okay, that was their miss. See, no symbol popped up. And what I should have done is played rook to b1. What? Oh no, it's changed. h4. What? Oh, Stockfish, h4. You and your h4 shenanigans. I can see h3, which is the third best move. But this is what's happening right now. So I don't know why I would play rook to b1 right now. I do know that pawn's undefended, but do they really have to worry about it? I'm not going to. I mean, at most I'm going to get a pawn. I don't know. Obviously Stockfish is the expert. So I need to write a note on a little sticky note. If they still make those, they do. I have some sitting right here. I need to get a sticky note and put play h4 and just stick it on my computer screen. So at random times during a game, I'll go, oh, h4. And then I'll play it. That's what I need to do. So that was inaccurate. That was one of their best moves. Again, h4, rook to b1, or queen to d3. Oh, right, so castling was probably inaccurate. It was. That might have been even a mistake, because we were at 0.6. No, oh, now it's not 0.6 anymore. 0.5, oh, 0.4, okay. Then it taking us to 0.1. That's an inaccuracy. Okay, I'll give them that. But see, the symbol showed up there, but not the miss symbol for some reason. I wonder if I can change that to a miss symbol. Oh, I can change it to a blunder symbol. There, that's a miss. I changed it to a miss symbol. All right, just to show them that the miss symbol is available if they want to put it on the website there. But it was a miss because I should have played h4, queen to d3, or rook to b1. Okay. Oh no, it's not a miss, guys. I just did that as a joke. It was an inaccuracy. Remember? There you go. Okay, and then they blundered by giving up that pawn. Was it my best move to take it? It was, by far. Okay, that should have been counted as a great move because I noticed that they quit defending that pawn. They should not have taken my bishop, but they should have tried the fishing pole trap here, but they didn't. They took the bishop, take him back. Long castle was their best move. Oh, I was supposed to take this with my rook. Well, I didn't know. So this is my other miss. Why should I have taken it with my rook? Was it because I could have immediately attacked that? Oh, my bishop does not attack that. But if I had taken with my rook, I would have been immediately threatening the fork. I definitely understand that. But I'm still ahead a little bit. They should have played h6, not f6. Yeah, h6 would have threatened my knight, but this doesn't threaten my knight in the same way that the other one would have. This one allows me to push. Back when their pawn was back there, I really wasn't going to push, but now I can. That was a great move. It sure was. They played their best move here, and it was my best move to go in there. I'm glad I saw that. I felt so cool when I thought, you know what, my knight's protecting that pawn, and then the pawn's going to protect the knight. I felt really good about that. It says they should have just gotten their knight out here, because that kind of wasted a move, and I was not supposed to take their knight. I was supposed to move this rook over now, but their rook, but I took their rook. Okay, and they took back. That's fine. And then now I'm supposed to bring the other rook over? What? Why? But then his friend is trapped in the corner. I wanted both rooks to not only, be able to keep an eye on each other, but to be looking down open files. It's not fair if the F rook gets to come over here and see this open file, but the A rook has to stay in the corner. That's not fair. It says it's almost as good to do this. Okay. And that's one of their best moves, but I'm ahead just a lot now. Is it because I took that rook, or is it because they gave up that pawn? All right. That was inaccurate. Wait, what should I have done? I should have gone there now. I didn't know because the knights were guarding each other. I thought if they push that pawn and then I go to check, they're just going to move out of check and then I'm done. I can't take that because of this knight and I can't take that knight because of the other knight. So that's why I tried to get rid of that knight, and I thought about this rerouting situation. That wasn't a great move. And again, I should have played queen to b5 now, but I did that. That was an inaccuracy because it allows... Stockfish says I should take the b7 pawn immediately, and they would not take back. They would play queen to g8. That's b7, right? And that's g8? Yeah, there's little pictures there that show you that's what they would play. I guess if they took, then what would they do if I took? What would I do if they took? Bring my other rook? And then they would go back? And then I would go here, and that pawn would be gone? Okay, I should either take that or play queen to b5, but instead I got my bishop out of danger again. And then did I play queen to b5 now? Yes, because this knight wasn't over there. So, see, Stockfish figured out a way that it didn't matter that those two knights weren't protecting each other, but I didn't know how. Once I got this knight over there and it decided to stay, then I came over here. They were supposed to take this with their rook was their best move. It was not a good move to take that with the queen because that allowed this, and I didn't know that taking that was made. I almost thought I was stuck because I was like, oh no, the king is protecting that. And the rook's cutting off all of this. What do I do? And then I saw my bishop. But yeah, that was mate. Well, that worked out well. I can learn to play these a little better, but it helps sometimes that my opponent gets thrown off balance. Thank you for spending your time here once again, and I will see you in the next one. And I'll have a higher rapid rating then.